Please welcome the very funny Janice Bannister.
And you can see how far I've come. I'm following a banker. Things are on fire for my career, so it's great. It's a funny time of year, isn't it? You're like, is it sunny out and it's cold out? I didn't know what to do tonight when I got ready, so I only shaved one leg. You, sir, can probably not tell which one, but if you're interested, I can show you later. So. All these women before me was talking about losing weight, and I actually had a goal this year to lose 10 pounds, and I only have 13 to go, so I'm really happy. It's working for me, yeah. So, and it's funny because I'm at that age of my life where I just wear anything I want. I decide if it doesn't stretch or bend, I'm not wearing it, right? And nodding over there, good for you. I went shopping with a friend the other day and she said to me, oh, you always wear those big flowy tops. She said, I can't wear those. People will think I'm pregnant. I said, nobody will think you're pregnant. You're 72. Really, right? Is this like the second coming? Jesus. I missed some of the things there, but I heard there's some Kamloopians in the house and some other... I'm a Kootenai girl. I'm one of those girls that I got some big bones here. Yeah, right. And much like she was talking about the leprechaun, I always get the short dudes too, right? I don't know if there's single ladies in the house. Have you ever been to these singles dances where you go? It's a room like this, quite dark, and they got little candles on the table and a lot of cheese balls. And I can tell who's been, right? And I always get, like I say, I just know when they're coming for me, I can see them working their way through the room, It's like always a bald guy with a friggin' ponytail down the back. Like, where does that come from? Do they just like pull it all up out their back and ass and just bring it? How do you make a ponytail if you have no hair there? It's brutal. It's just brutal. I'm there to dance, so I'm always respectful, and they come up. Usually they come up to about here on me, right? And I always get the line, I like your eyes. I'm like, you couldn't see my eyes if you were standing on a step stool. But, we gotta have fun. Someone here's 92, I thought. Oh, so I heard that? That's awesome. Did you meet on a dating site? Because you see, when I put my real age on a dating site, and the guys who are looking in my age group, if they're looking for women, they want women 10 or 20 years younger. Yeah, well, you laughed about. Because you know what happens if I put my real age, the guys in my category are all dead. It's like there's nothing in that category, right? So they're like, we have matched you with, oh, nothing this week. There's so many sites out there, but you can't even, it's just pathetic. It's just nothing left, right? I saw some young people in the house. Any new grads in the house? Have you graduated from university or college? Or a few of you? Anybody? Oh, one there. Thank God we've got educated people in the house. I was at a party this summer, and one of my friends, her granddaughter was graduating, and she said to me, Jan, they were all actually in the back room, getting their hair done, talking about boys, getting ready for the big grad, got their dresses all hung up and everything. And she said to me, when you were young, was it like this too? Did you girls always hang out and laugh and talk about boys and do? I said, yeah, a lot of things have changed. And then I started to think about it. We used to do that kind of thing. We used to hang out, and I don't know if any of you ladies remember, have you ever done that thing where you put a pencil under your boob? Yeah, oh yeah, she says. We used to do that, guys. We used to put this pencil under our boob. If we could hold it there, it meant our boobs were growing. Now I can get my whole laptop under there. What? I just mean technology's changing. I don't know what you're thinking. That's what I was trying to tell her. Got any newlyweds in the house or people that are engaged? Anybody there? Oh, a few there. Good. Who's engaged? Where we got it? Someone? All right, can't see you, but did you get the real ring? Did you get the diamond?
No, an Irish ring.
What is that? Huh?
A claddagh.
Oh, I'm not even going to talk to that man. Put your teeth back in and then I'll talk to you later. Because it's funny now, right? Because women, you know, we want to get the diamond so you can hawk it later, right? You don't want that other thing. What's that other thing called? What's that? Okay, the guy that said that, don't ever marry him. Because he's spending way too much time on the shopping channel. That's not marriage material. So. I was a psych nurse for 14 years. Actually, I used to work in psychogeriatrics. Do you know what that is? That's crazy old people. But I didn't work in the institution, I worked in the cruise lines, because that's where they all are now. You've been on a cruise, right? You know. They're there, in droves and droves. They're just like, oh, jeez. We go back to this dating thing. I went through that stage when I went through the cougar stage. Any of you ladies been through that stage, you know, where you're just like, oh, you know, you like, especially in the summer. Oh my God, these young dudes, right? There's white shirts and the cologne, and their asses are where they're supposed to be. I grew out of it, though. But I did, when I was in the cougar stage, I did have to have rules. I had, you know, 3 basic rules. Number 1, they had to be older than my son. And he's in grade 4. Just kidding. And my number 2 rule was I didn't like being called ma'am. Yeah, we don't like that, do we? Well, unless it's prefaced by slam bam thank you, and then what the heck? They have some fun. Oh, who groaned at that? And my 3rd rule was this. If you're stopping at the 7-Eleven to get the condom, get me a Slurpee too. You know, if you're going to have a brain freeze, so am I, you know. Let's keep it even. I mentioned I was a Kootenai Girls. We have a lot of weirdos up there and a lot of weed. And I did a gig one time up in Nelson, which means you fly into Castlegar. And those of you who don't know, it's called the no port, right? Because you never get to land there, right? And Castlegar, when you land there, they always ask you when you're coming into the airport, are you carrying any drugs? And I said, like, no. And they'll say, okay, because you can go over there and get them. It's just a welcoming crew, right? It's just like, it's good for the Kootenays, right? But I had trouble with all these new age things, like, right, the heebie-jeebie stuff, you know, the grains and bagels and things like this. They have 12 grains in them now. I challenge anybody in this room to name me the 12 grains. Nobody knows them, right? And I was in a bagel shop here in New Westminster the other day, and I said to the young girl at the counter, I said, 12 grains. Can you tell me what those grains are? She said, well, there's wheat. I'm like, okay, good start. And then she turned to the kid she was working with and said, is Cheerios a grain? I'm like, well, where did that even come from? Well, like, would you just, is it because it's round? You think they're... I'm afraid to go back to that bagel shop because I just want to ask her more questions, and I don't know what she's going to say to me. It's going to be, oh jeez. But I try everything. If you're the latest I've tried is these magnets. Have you heard this? You can put magnets in your shoes, and apparently they give you, you know, good karma, and they keep you balanced and upright. Well, what happens is you walk by the fridge and you're like stuck there for half an hour. It's like magnets. Who thought of that one, right? It's crazy. Oh, jeez. I was feeling sorry for Sid because she said that her husband and her, they spend the weekend doing the Tupperware drawer or something? Like, I've got a drawer I can introduce you to if you want to come to my house later. There's got to be something more inciting than the Tupperware drawer. Let me see. Oprah, I'm pissed off at Oprah, by the way. She live big live big. You know, she's always telling you that. Now she's like, go to Weight Watchers, go to Weight Watchers. Like, make up your mind, Oprah. You want us to live big or you want us to be a little skinny guy, you know? Like, tell us what you're doing with yourself. She's a weird one, eh, Oprah? Do you like Oprah? No, just the lady doesn't like Oprah either, so. How many of you got cats? You got cats? Cat people? Okay, you're just weird. Cat people are just freaks, right? I'm a dog person. I have one of those little shishi cockapoo-poos, you know? Can't tell his face from his ass. I know because he has bad breath sometimes, so I know which. I always know which is which. But I love him. He's just like my little buddy. I take him everywhere I go, and the other day we had one of those beautiful sunny days. I took him on the Sky Train. I took him from up to Burnaby to visit my friend, and there's always someone when you get on the Sky Train that busts you, no matter what you're doing, right? And I could see this woman making her way through the Sky Train. She came up beside, and Ziggy the Wonder Dog sitting beside me there, you know. And she's like, you can't bring that dog on the Sky Train, you know. And I'm like, yeah, I can so. He's my seeing eye dog. She's like, and I got my sunglasses on, and I'm sitting, you know, she goes, that's no seeing eye dog. She said, seeing eye dogs are German Shepherds. I said, really? What'd they give me? That's my time. Everybody have a good evening. My name is Janice Bannister.
Janice Bannister, you guys. Oh my goodness.